Hey, today I'm gonna talk about Love and Hip Hop New York season 3, the reunion show part 2. I'm so glad this shit is over. I'm so ready for the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So Mona, this shit episode 1 next week better be way better than all this bullshit that we've been having to endure this season. Let's start. First, they start off with Tahiri and her big ass booty. That's all they show was her big ass booty. Then they showed Rich and him. They asked about Rich and Joe. Before that, they was asking Tahiri about how she got that big ass booty. Boo boo, you the one need to do a booty workout. Call the girls from Housewives of Atlanta and tell them that you gonna do a booty workout, cause yeah, But yeah, she said she get it from her mama. You didn't get that from your mama, baby. Just saying. You got that from squats, God, and a lot of love. But anyway, they asked about Rich and Joe penis pictures. Joe said, both of them said that it was them, but they were doctored. I believe Joe's was. Rich, Erica put your ass on blast and said that was your pictures. Yandy, they asked her about the pictures that her creepy ass cousin had took of her and put it on Instagram. And like I said before, she was going off about the pictures, but she did not know exactly what they looked like. But boo boo, you shouldn't have went at your man for that, cause them pictures was out of line for a cousin to put up on Instagram. Jen, Rocky, Cons, they talk about the white is right comments that Jen made. And like Jen said, she did not say that she would get on before anybody. I did not take that to be a racist comment from Jen because I understood what she was saying. Plus, Rocky started that conversation and that argument first. So I didn't. Jen is the type of person, she don't know no better. And it seemed like Cons is the type of person that's very submissive. She's very submissive to her husband. Cons the type of person that he be like, bitch, shut up, and she's gonna shut up. She act like she is the person that asks, can she talk? Can she eat, breathe, sleep? I don't know. It just seemed like their relationship is very not healthy. That's what I'm gonna say about that relationship. It's not healthy. Then they was going at it with Rocky. He calling her a raccoon. She calling him Bucky. They was acting like two immature ass kids. It was stupid. Rocky, they asked Rashida about being a Muslim or being raised in Islam or whatever, and she was like, yeah. She was saying that Rocky wasn't. So they started going back and forth. Then Rocky tried to jump about it with Rashida. Rashida wasn't having it. She kicked her shoes off. They was going back and forth. But to me, it seemed like Cons was trying to hit Rocky. Or he was trying to do something with Rocky. Jen didn't jump up. That's what you would have thought would have jumped up was the female. Not the, well, he's a female. We'll get into that. But he's a female. So, yeah. They broke them up. And Rocky leapt off the stage and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, they immature as hell. Then they talked to Cons and L'Oreal about what Cons had wrote on the lines that he wrote for L'Oreal. And like, I agree with L'Oreal again. L'Oreal was like, I have fans. I have brown skinned girls, light skinned girls. I couldn't put that out there with me on it. And I understood. He is so stupid. He was like, it was my music and I was supposed to do the rap, and it doesn't matter, boo-boo. You was going to be on her album. So people were going to associate her with them lyrics. I'm just sorry. And everything Cons was saying, I just felt like he was such a bitch. Like, he tried to be controversial, but not. And my thing is, like, really? Like, ain't nobody going to be on your side after this, Cons. For real? Like, nobody. And to me, Jen, you're going to lose a lot of fans that people were on your side because of your man. He's very immature. He's very childish. He's very ignorant. He's male chauvinistic. He's just so ignorant. They said that Yandy represents L'Oreal now, which might be a good thing. And I like how even Yandy said that she felt some kind of way about them lyrics. She was like, yeah, light might be right, but brown is all the way around or some shit. And I was like, yeah, tell him, Yandy. Tell him, Drew. Brown is right. It's all the way around. But yeah, that was the only thing I like about Yandy. I don't too much care for her. I don't put her on a pedestal like everybody else. Um, Erica, Tiffany, and Rich. I think this was a stupid part too. They talked about the fight. They brought Tiffany out. Tiffany's a dumb broad. I say that because to me, I did feel like it was a setup. I felt like Rich was ignorant. He was going off on Erica, talking about, I did this, I did that for you. I made you verified on Twitter. Even Mona was like, girl, that's what a man do for you now. And he verify you on Twitter. Like, come on. Like, Rich was sounding like such a bitch. I gave you a song. I did this. And you did set her up. Like, because if you was her man, you would have told old girl, like, look, that's my girl. You not for to go at her. You would have stopped that. You wouldn't have said, oh, you can go on and try to get what you can get. You can go on and hit it, whatever. Probably thought you was going to get a threesome out the deal, but it didn't happen. And like Erica said, I was mad. They asked her why did she invite her, which I thought Rich had invited her. But she was like, I didn't think that they were doing what they were doing, and we were cool. And Erica just basically told her, like, bitch, you ate my cat, and I sent you on a dollar ride, and now you mad. But then she says that she gonna always be there for him. She didn't say she was his girl, but she just was like, I'm gonna be there for him. When Mona asked Rich was like, huh? Like, Rich was like, oh, we cool. Like, and you could tell she got mad, and I would have too, because that wasn't the kind of answer you were supposed to give somebody that you fucking with. So that just shows you that bitch she ain't the main chick. What else happened? Yandy and Mandisi, they talk about their relationship. Didn't care, don't care. He's still in jail. She's still gonna be the ride or die chick. Wait, hold him down, basically. Didn't care. Didn't. The last part I want to talk about is the fight between Joe and Cons. Cons was a bitch. Cons was a straight bitch. They showed how Joe was walking, and homeboy came up from Cons, came behind Joe and hit him a couple of times. Didn't look like it phased Joe, so your hands didn't hurt. Then they showed Tahiri hit Cons. Then when they finally talk about the stuff, he was talking about, he goes, Cons seemed like he rode the little yellow bus with a helmet on when he was little. Because the way he was explaining this stuff, I'm like, huh? Who? What? Joe, Joe remind me like he play on Broadway in a play or something, the way he try to articulate his words and stuff. I just be like, I can't. But Cons just sound real dumb. He don't know how to explain himself. When Mona was trying to say something, he looked like he was getting, he was trying to talk over Mona, but Mona wasn't having that shit. Like, this my show, boo boo. But, yeah, I don't like him. I don't like how he tried to sucker punch Joe and then gonna say he did what he had to do and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, because of Joe said something about if it go down like that again, it's gonna happen differently. Yes, that's what I thought when they had that interview at Hot 97, that was it. That was done. So for Cons to come sucker punch Joe like that, straight bitch move. Straight bitch move. Like, all respect out the window. I hope you don't have no kind of more street cred or street whatever, because that shit should have all went out the window when everybody seen you on national TV sucker punch somebody from the back, then get bopped by a female. Your girlfriend didn't move, nothing. Like, and she probably even thought you were out of line. She was even looking like, oh my God. But anyway, this was my review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 3 reunion, part 2 of the reunion. Wasn't all that. Like I said, I'm just waiting on Love and Hip Hop ATL, and it better be off the chain like it was last season, because if y'all get us all hyped up for some shit that's gonna be boring, I'm gonna be really upset, and you will know the first episode. Anyway, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Keek. I go by The Ghetto View on everything that I do except on my Instagram. My Instagram is Miss Nika69, MIZZNEKA69. And my Facebook, Keek, and everything else is under The Ghetto View, THA, not THE. Talk to me and I'll talk back. Alright, peace. Oh, wait. Before I say peace, I'm so sorry. Before I say peace, I really want to send prayers to everybody that was affected, whether you was in Boston, know somebody from Boston that was affected from the Boston explosions at the Boston Marathon. My hearts, my prayers go out to everybody that was affected in that. When I saw that, my heart just dropped like, oh my God, not again. And people are still hurt. People have died. It's just a tragic. I was at the doctor today, and my doctor, her stepdaughter lives in Boston, so she couldn't even really concentrate on dealing with me because she was so busy trying to text and try to get with her through the internet and couldn't. So my prayers even out to my doctor's family because they didn't know when I had left the doctor. So yeah, once again, make sure you pray for everybody that's affected. If you know somebody, if you think you know somebody, if you know somebody that knows somebody from Boston, just keep them in your prayers because this was really tragic. All right, peace out, you guys.